No, I never sharded. I'm unsharded. Back for Blood proves Valve carried Left 4 Dead.
For so long that it was really easy for us to just show them stuff. They'd be like, here, check this out. We had a prototype up and running. Keep in mind, at this point, you know, the environment is all just big gray boxes. It's not pretty at all. The infected are still the sort of cheesy terrorist zombies.
I mean, it was already fun. So then it was just like, well, now we just gotta make it look good.
Left 4 Dead is great. Oh, okay.
Turtle Rock Studios. This is pretty exciting for all us Left 4 Dead fans. Of course, you guys are known for all the amazing work, Left 4 Dead, and now you're building building on the legacy with this new zombie co-op shooter. What's new? What can you tell us about it, Chris?
Well, we wanted to do more and bigger, right?
Okay, here we go. Here's the gameplay reveal of Back 4 Blood.
Me. You all lost me.
I'm trying to think, like, what was particularly good and outstanding and memorable about Back 4 Blood, and I can't name a single one. And I know I played it for hours, for like a week. But I can't even tell you what, like, I think it was at the time I was just like, oh yeah, cool, I get to play with Brandon. It's kind of fun playing it. And then now I would never play it again.
Oh, so I'm to blame?
Oh, fuck no.
I think the card balancing was kind of ass. Considering how ridiculously OP melee is. Just using guns is so... ugh. Not very good. Nostalgia? Yeah.
Anytime you're ready. This is not over.
Do they actually show talking?
Death animation.
Oh, they do.
Since killing zombies is such a big part of this game, we invested a lot of time into making their death animations more dramatic than simple ragdolls. We had a professional stuntman on a motion capture stage perform
Oh, shooting them was
100
so
different dying
satisfying.
animations from different kinds of weapons and hit from different directions, like from the front or behind. We then combined these mocap animations with the physics-driven ragdolls.
Wait,
result
they
was a-
actually shot their motion captured actors to get the physics? Oh, no wonder it's so good.
Really cinematic experience, with zombies that stumble for a few steps into a wall, then slide down the wall and collapse, for example. It's the best of both worlds.
It just fell sideways. Oh my god. Did they fix these bugs? Oh shit! This was 4 days ago. This video.
Treat the infected horde as a major character in Left 4 Dead and spend a lot of effort in making their movements believable. Common hordes stagger around, cough, vomit, fight amongst themselves, lean against walls, sit on the ground, and lie down as part of their wandering behaviors. When they see a survivor, they become enraged, taking off in full sprint, leaning into their turns, trying to get to their victim.
Holy shit, they're so fast. Almost lost him.
We wanted to express this rage in their faces as well. So we found efficient ways for each member of the horde to make intense facial expressions.
It was a challenge to create this diversity of looks for common infected and take advantage of unique clothing or uniforms in specific areas. For instance, lots of TSA agents are spawned in the airport, hospital patients around the hospital, cops in the streets, office employees in the offices, etc. It helped to reinforce the sense of a vast epidemic.
We wanted to add further variety to Left 4 Dead 2's campaigns, so we extended this notion when we added the Mudman, the Clown, the Construction Worker, and the Riot Cop.
That's pretty cool. There's so much detail.
Get the head.
Oh my god, that looks so unpolished. Have Back 4 Blood gone on sale yet? What the fuck? Their wrist is still on. Oh, it has?
God help us. Something's off. I can feel it.
Since players spend the vast majority of their time shooting the common infected, we wanted to improve the feedback and visceral nature of this experience.
Wow.
In Left 4 Dead 1, we provided only the ability to shoot off limbs. Now, in Left 4 Dead 2, there are 43 unique ways to damage an infected. Because many of these wounds are non-fatal,
That's bloody.
players are able to wound an infected more than once, resulting in about 780 possible damage combinations.
Wow. So they all die the same. Looks like it. It's not very satisfying. Whee! Yeah, I don't... Back 4 Blood is really expensive for what it is. I wouldn't get it on, I wouldn't get it full price. They don't even blow up, they barely blow up. Anyone notices when playing the game though? Not really. But I think overall, I remember Back 4 Blood is like clunky feeling.
Reloading.
It's very clunky feeling. You definitely feel like the fluidity of Left 4 Dead compared to it.
The environments in Left 4 Dead are geometrically complex and littered with breakable and movable objects.
Yeah, that's also one thing, is I hate not being able to shoot down shit. Like that's pretty sick. That's a good detail. Everything, like when you can't shoot down signs like that and it feels like your bullets have no impact on the environment, everything feels way too structured. Yeah. It's very rigid. Very unsatisfying, yeah.
This restaurant was one of the first areas we populated with tables and chairs. In early playtests, a survivor would pop a boomer, and the resulting explosion sent tables and chairs flying everywhere. It was a great effect. We decided to furnish a few more areas like this, so that more players would be likely to experience it.
Lights on.
They realize how much small detail, all the details they have, like, makes it feel so much satisfying to play. I can't really I think nostalgia is also part of the factor why I feel like I enjoy Left 4 Dead
to
more.
illuminate the environment. These shadow casting light sources not only add surface richness and provide important visual depth cues, they tie into gameplay.
Did Back 4 Blood make a lot of money? I don't know, did they?
Because a player's flashlight is attached to his or her weapon, the light becomes pointed off to the side when reloading or performing a shove attack.
But if I
like
were
so many of Left 4 Dead's game mechanics, this encourages cooperation, as players know they may be left in the dark if they choose to reload at the wrong moment.
Data since they rode the creator of Left 4 Dead so hard.
Cutting cross country will save you time on foot. I see. I'll send in another crew to hold the post once things calm down. Right now, I need you to get to be part of this.
In playtests, people were often confused by certain events and elements in the game. The addition of musical cues helped distinguish these events and diminish player confusion.
Players who leave the music on are treated to a variety of subtle audio cues that not only deepen the horror experience, but make them better players.
Nice drawing. I know, it's impressive. I'm drawing this as you guys are watching it.
We base the
I'm
music
drawing
on
a
what the
video.
player is actually experiencing and not on what we want them to experience.
I never even, I honestly didn't notice, but like, now that they pointed out, the music actually adds so much. Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. I like the little details. If I want to play zombie game, I'd probably just play Left 4 Dead.
Has a complete client-side
Like, now that I play both.
that is completely unique to that player and can even be monitored by the spectators.
Harder to get people to play an older game though.
Happy New Year, Daph, and chat Daph smile. Hey, darling, you ain't looking so good.
One difficulty with the tank was that since we offset his incredible toughness by
We played
slowing
Left 4
down
Dead
a bit,
2 days
when
ago?
tank battles occurred in
Oh.
large outdoor spaces, he was
I
far
remember
less
when he
effective.
played Versus
To offset this
like
vulnerability,
a year ago.
we added his rock throw and car slugging abilities.
I played with Super. I played Versus with some people like last year. Actually, maybe it was earlier this year. It was with like Jay. Don't remember Rennie. Don't remember anyone else that was there.
One more scar for the collection.
This makes it seem like a cash grab. I mean, yeah, it's very unpolished. I feel like they just wanted to churn out like a zombie game. They just wanted to churn it out. Just hold W, hold down left mouse button. Without all the atmosphere of it, which kind of sad. Watch the ending.
Also have heroic.
Help! Oh. Ooh, nice.
Thanks, Suvan. No.
Holy shit!
What?
You see, it works. Fuck yeah!
One of the goals when designing the 4 survivors was to have a very diverse group of real-world characters who fit in the post-apocalyptic storyline, but that also have heroic and aspirational qualities.
They're changing. God damn it, Bill. Oh, it stinks.
Bill was a challenging design problem when it came to finding the correct balance between realism and idealism. In our first attempts, we made him look a bit too old and frail, which made him seem physically incapable of...
He looks so fucking old, holy
In our
shit.
design, we balanced the character backstory and the aspirational qualities, portraying Bill as a once heroic army veteran, who though older and wiser, can still excel at physical combat.
And that's Mom. At least that's what we call her because she's tough, doesn't take shit from anybody, and always knows exactly what to say.
Welcome to the shit show.
Yep, that's me. My name is Holly. Just your run-of-the-mill college kid with a baseball bat. But I can also be a real softie on the inside. You know, I'm sort of the glue that holds the whole team together.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
The process behind designing Zoe's character wasn't as straightforward as the other three. Developing a young female in a zombie apocalypse isn't easy with a backstory like hers.
Someone's still alive.
She had to be attractive and worn down at the same time.
Thanks.
She needed to be tough and able to hold her own, even though she's occasionally terrified.
Flashlights off.
Her readability was also something we had to take into consideration.
While we were developing Left 4 Dead, we shipped a game called TF2, and Team Fortress 2 taught us a lot about things like read hierarchy and other queuing tools that you need to have in a multiplayer environment. We also wanted to push harder on the horror art direction, so one of the last things we're doing with the game before we ship
The
it
amount of
is we're
thought that
reviewing
like goes into designing each character is insane.
the survivor character.
And it really does feel like Back 4 Blood just fucking churned it out.
Designed as a unit, so that while I stand out
I can't even like I can't even put in words how like empty Back 4 Blood feels. I don't know how to. I can't even verbalize it. Like playing through it, the cutscenes and cinematics, it's like it's whatever. It has like no. It has no. There's no soul. Yeah.
Signal team. We wanted to conjure 4 survivors that would resonate realistically, and thereby complete our horrifically rendered version of the zombie apocalypse, which you.
Valve had infinite money, basically. Yeah, I guess that's kind of
We have
true.
this thing called Versus Mode, where you can play 4 survivors playing as humans with 4 infected, but this time it's humans. And what they try to do is the survivors try to get to the end of a map, the infected try to stop them.
And we recently got to see how PvP is going to be expanded. Do you want to jump into that and talk about that newly announced experience?
Yeah, sure. You queue up with 3 of your friends, you go into a match, and you're playing a best of 3. So you play 2 rounds, and it's whoever's lasts the longest on the cleaner side is the winner.
So it's not going to be quite the entire campaign where people
His
make their way
management
from
rushed
level to
it,
level and
man,
swarm.
probably.
It's very much, here's a hyper-focused area designed around the swarm mode, and then you're just going to have to survive.
Wait, you just sit in a circle?
That's exactly it, yeah.
Wait, Back 4 Blood PvP, you just sit in a circle the whole time? You don't even like go through the campaign? What the fuck?
That were raised by people who had Left 4 Dead is, you know, what's different enough about this to justify it being a new sequel? So we spent a lot of time talking about what the scope is, both artistically in terms of the scale of the game, how the gameplay is evolving, what are some of the technological pieces that have moved forward, and doing anything we could to make sure that our fans, who are the reason that we exist, the reason that we have a business, understood why Left 4 Dead 2 was a really positive evolution.
Are we just old or are games shitty? I don't know. I think kind of both. There's a nostalgia factor, and then there's like companies know that there's a lot of money to be made in video games now, so like things are a lot more like they do a formula basically. That's why everything feels like you're playing the same thing, like Assassin's Creed, for example. This is the same fucking thing over and over and over.
Up 30 flights of goddamn stairs.
Come on, coach. Maybe the helicopter. Maybe it's made of chocolate.
What the fuck?
To die now.
Pipe bomb out.
Is Back 4 Blood going to facilitate the modding community at all with the online element, or
That was
is it going to
great.
purely be contained game files?
It's contained at launch for sure. Yeah, we're not going to have anything like that available then.
If you listen closely, you can hear my heart break.
I did, sorry.
Valve retains Left 4 Dead, and they signed us back our logo and name. Mike's decided he was done running his own studio.
Here to talk about the co-op shooter is Project Lead Mike Booth.
I think at the time he was really enjoying not being the boss, so he said, I don't want to run Turtle Rock 2.0.
We've had to sit by for the past 10 years and watch other people sort of riff on something that we created. As creators of Left 4 Dead, from the award-winning creators of Left 4 Dead.
Creators of the critically acclaimed Left 4 Dead franchise.
Made by the creators of Left 4 Dead.
No. Make sure the 360 was up to snuff, make sure the PC is polished, and it's going to be spectacular now.
Wait, I'm so confused. What are these people saying here? Like what?
I think at the time he was really enjoying not being the boss, so he said, I don't want to run Turtle Rock 2.0.
I don't really know.
We've had to sit by for the past 10.
Oh, this is
years and watch other people sort of
Just
riff
keep watching?
on
Okay.
something that we created. As creators of Left 4 Dead,
From the award-winning creators of Left 4 Dead.
Creators of the critically acclaimed Left 4 Dead franchise.
Made by the creators of Left 4 Dead.
No.
Make sure the 360 was up to snuff, make sure the PC is polished, and it's going to be spectacular now.
Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, both of those I really put a lot of thought into replayability.
You can pull people back around corners that they thought they'd already got past, and it's a really interesting space for that, for Versus in particular.
We're actually really honored that there's such a strong fan base for Left 4 Dead 1.
Left 4 Dead characters, there's a lot of agonizing over what's the cast of characters, who's going to want to play them, who are they in this world.
The action was sort of procedurally generated, and so we were never really sure how much time we had before there was going to be 100 zombies running at you.
Once you make debugging 10 times faster, it becomes feasible to do something that was infeasible before because of the debugging process.
What we did was we used blood splats to differentiate similar textures and added some grind to them.
Now time finally arrived. We set a hard date this time. I believe you, Jen. And it'll be quality.
The goal of the director was to create kind of peaks and valleys in this estimated arousal level. Players were not as cooperative as we hoped, and we didn't know why.
You guys refuted a rumor about Left 4 Dead 3, and I hear the giggling already. We're going to continue with this.
Because you're playing the same mission a bunch of times, if you played the exact same line at the exact same location, it would be rapidly very tiring.
What we wanted at Valve was to create an experience of playing through a really good horror film.
Obi goes on to lead art direction for Team Fortress 2, then works on titles such as Left 4 Dead.
But I also worked on Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2.
Wait, are they saying that these guys didn't work on Back 4 Blood? Oh! Only these people? The marketing worked. Oh god. Oh no. That was some good that was some good marketing though. Holy shit. That's terrible.